Alright, mages of all ages, welcome back to some more Mage Wars. This time we're up against Elithis again, / Scarlet, the guy who beat me in the tournament. And I'm running my Warlord build again, I call it my base builder. And we'll do the exact same opening as last time. I like it. No, you know what? It's against the Siren. The Siren, I don't know how Elithis plays still. I've seen him play twice now. And so they were wildly different. I don't know how he would run a Siren. If he runs at me, well, we could be in trouble. But I'm going to try the more slow opening, which is Barracks Construction, where we gain 1 more mana for the next turn. And we'll see how that goes. And yeah, deployment phase. We already said good luck, have fun in voice chat, but I always prefer to record by myself, not because I don't want to talk to people, but because I like talking loud about my strategies and such. So let's see what happens here. He took initiative for himself, which is always interesting. Usually I recommend people that give the initiative away so that you can hold your action in first turn and see what the opponent does. Sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes you want initiative in turn 2, and so forth. We are putting the construction yard in this corner. This looks less like a barracks build, but it doesn't matter if it goes down in this corner when he moved up to the middle. So, end of the action phase. And he cast the Ring of the Ocean's Depth, which is interesting because it doesn't look... Oh, he might do a Shallow Sea in here. Because the Shallow Sea, the Siren has been changed. I don't think it's on here, but she's been changed in the way that... Well, first of all, she has base channel 10, of course, and then now she also gains an extra channeling while in the Shallow Sea, or in an aquatic terrain, just like her familiar, which I forget the name of, Naya. So that's really cool. So now he gained the discount on the ring and got the Shallow Sea down in the center zone, which I usually do it in the corner. So this was a nice little play from him. I like that. And that'll be the end of the round. All right, and we are in the deployment. It is my initiative. It was a tough choice because I could have done the Battle Forge and an Archer's Outpost, but I really think I should deploy a creature and start putting some stuff on the board. And then we have Battle Forge and Leather Chaussees. He's going to probably destroy the Battle Forge. That's a Siren thing to do. You got to remember that I get the discount from the construction yard and the money back, so it's fine. And then if he kills it, he hopefully takes 2 spells to do it, and that's the goal. So first quick cast phase anyway, I'm not quick casting, and I then have Leather Chaussees, which we can not afford. We cannot afford that. I did not do the math accurately then. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. So it's going to be a move and guard for me. Done. This is very, very aggressive and maybe a mistake if he's rushing, but I think he wants to stay in the Shallow Sea and probably summon Naya. Right? So... Or a water elemental, fine. Sure. Okie dokie. And then that's going to be really good against the Battle Forge. So this is tricky for me to deal with. Of course, if we kill it, it's a huge investment, so that's always the thing. He's down to 4 mana after that. So I will put the Battle Forge down, and I'll put it up here, like far away from my barracks. We could put it close to the barracks to be able to defend it better. I think I want it away from my barracks, and I can always do the hidden tunnels to move people up this way and over. Could do it in here. This is very tricky. This will determine the course of the match for the next few rounds, because almost certainly the water elemental will go and hit the Battle Forge. So maybe being able to guard it in here is the right play, and I think that it is. So yeah, this is tricky. Discount from the, yeah. Construction yard there, okay. I'll probably be guarding it with my mage. I want the outpost down, and I want a ballista down, but which one takes priority? That is the question. I'm not sure which it should take priority. I think the ballista in here would be key, and he puts down a meditation amulet. All right, I removed mine from my deck, but I am regretting it sort of right now. Maybe we will add it back in after this. This is a new test. Because last game I ended up guarding or attacking all the time. So then I thought, well, why am I even doing the meditation over there? Because that's always going to be the case, I think. But maybe not. We'll see. End of the round. And in the deployment, by the way, yeah. So he probably forgot to take the mana that turn, I think. No, he didn't. Yeah. Good. So deployment is all me. The ring first, then into Royal Armor. Because I think he will be nice here. And we can both do Ballista and Watchtower, or one or the other, and then guard the Battle Forge. Yep, I manually put one extra mana on each round. I also, yeah. Now he's upping the channel, so we have to keep an eye on when he leaves the zone. But if he stands here meditating, then it should be fine. All right. Good. Koshade keeping an eye on things. That's always nice. First quick cast phase belongs to him. He might curse me or here or something with an enchantment. Could happen. I don't have any armor on yet, so it might be tempting to do some stuff. Now, Ballista or Archer's Watchtower. Archer's Watchtower is the slow thing, so if he doesn't charge ahead with the water elemental, then we'll do Archer's Watchtower. If he does come ahead, like move 2, then I will be putting the Ballista here. All right. Oh, but then I can't move first, so I'll move this guy over and guard. Is he done? So now the Siren isn't moving forward to throw spells at the Battle Forge, which means he's leaving it up to the water elemental. And almost certainly it will come closer. Yeah. Good stuff. And I was afraid that he would move up here, because then I wouldn't feel comfortable with the Ballista there. But now I do feel comfortable with that. And then the question is, do we put it here or there? But if I put it up here, then I think he will just thrive in being in my barrack zone, and that's not what I'm wanting. I want to protect my base as it is, like so. And I will move down and help out with another guard in the Battle Forge zone here. He's putting down a Conjuration, a Mana Flower. All right, more mana for him. Good stuff. End of the round. And in the deployment, we are putting out Leather Chaussées. And I think I mathed this accurately. That should be 5 cost, yeah. Bring me down to 3, 4. Oh, math bad. Okay. Whatever, so I have 1 more mana than I thought I would have. We have money for the Archer's Watchtower, or I press the attack, which can be used to attack the water elemental if I feel like it. I put him over here. Whoops. I'm confusing myself. That means I have mana for the 1 armor token that the Royal Armorer can do. And I think that's really important, because the armor means here that he will not only be using the armor against the first attack from the water elemental, but also if he's like punched into the wall. So I think that is a good idea. Pay 1 mana. Add an armor token to the Elven Soldier here. Done. Siren is activating. Of course, he doesn't go with the water elemental first. Let's see what comes out. He can afford another water elemental right now. And I suspect there's more than one when we are seeing this kind of build up. So that should be interesting. Yep, here comes the second one. All right. Now the question becomes, do we go aggressive against the water elemental, or do we just guard again? I think rolling 2 dice against the water elemental now doesn't really make sense. And oh yeah, I want him to come in here. So I will guard with the Elven Soldier here. Done. Oh, he can move in, punch me, and move back out. with the special ability on the water elemental. Didn't actually think about that. That's kind of nasty. I understand now. Yeah, that's So hopefully he fails. Oh, but he guards. Nice. All right, that's best case scenario. I will win the build up as it stands right now, I think. So this is good. Then we are doing the watchtower over anything. So I will guard. Maybe I'll guard over here because my mage is a bit exposed right now, and I'm still threatening even from the barrack zone. But this way he can't like attack my mage, push me out, push me again, push me, come move out, push me here, get me all the way over here in one turn easily. Now he has to. I really want him to go for the soldier anyway. Now that I gave him an armor token, so this is the right play. And let's see, 3, 2, 1. Did I do all the things? Yes. So end of the round. Inaccurate. He could have quick cast, but he didn't. Okay, so end of the round. Because he had no mana, obviously, so that does make sense. All right, and in deployment, we are doing the Ivarium Halberd now. So I have more dice to roll with my mage and also can be affected by formations. And then we are doing a Goblin Slinger. With this one, I'm basically saying this sitting out here is not going to happen anymore. Then you're just going to be shot at every turn. So now he's going to want to come closer for sure. And then that is the deployment. We have 2 different formations in hand, which I'm not sure which one we are using, but I might even play both. There's no reason I wouldn't really. But right now we are just about probably guarding or hitting with the mage. First quick cast face done. Same here. All right. And I would like to set Talos up here, of course, the Altar of the Domination. I didn't add Talos to the book again. Whoopsie. Or did I? I think I remembered to add him. He says pass. Yep. I will activate the Royal Armorer. Move an armor token to the Orc Butcher. Be done. Now he cannot pass. We have an equal amount of creature here. Creatures. I'm not sure whether we are doing more slingers at the moment. One is enough to apply pressure and make him do things, and then we can just deploy more melee creatures to fight the horde. Not the horde, but the elementals. The elven soldiers are not super good because they mostly make up for their shitty stats by having the piercing 1, and that doesn't work against the water elementals, which is why I prefer the orc butchers for this engagement. I would really like to get Sir Rigwald out. Yes, he has been added to the big book, but right now he is a little bit expensive. So if I had the meditation amulet, I could have meditated this turn, and that would have been really nice. So I'm already like, I could have meditated twice in this game, and I would have gained mana. And I think I really want to get it back in, but I also don't feel like I have the spellbook points. And the thing is, over the course of the game, I will make so much mana with this that I don't really feel like I need the meditation amulet. It will allow me to get more creatures out faster, or not more, but more expensive creatures out faster. But is it really necessary, is the question. I want to prolong the game and win the war by deploying basically infinite creatures, just like Elethis did against me with his Beastmaster. Now this one is very different in strategy. I wonder if he's doing a 3rd water elemental. That would be kind of crazy. Here comes the Siren moving forward. Okay, with a mana flower. She might be setting up a tsunami, but the tsunami could have come from here and all the way over. So I'm not sure why this play is necessary. And he lowers his channel. Perfect. Then I do want to do this, so I will do it. We are doing dig in, and it can only be revealed when the creature in question activates. So that is happening now. Then we reveal the dig in, move over, and guard. Done. That is how you have to play it. He's going to come in and punch something and try to pull it out. So we have to hope that he doesn't roll the 4+ on the effect die, which is not good for me to bank on that kind of stuff. But there's no other play right now, I think. We have, 3 armor on each of these creatures right now, so I feel fairly confident fighting the water elemental. And I really want to get the armory down for that extra one. He is moving the other water elemental up top. This I did not expect, and I'm not sure I agree with this idea that he's... that means it's more safe for me to move my mage forward now and support. Doing that. He could... Why would he double move in here? That seems insane. But to be in range 0 of the Goblin Slinger, yeah. This is looking bad for him. He has some strong creatures on the board, and I need to roll well to get rid of them. But I think over time they can never heal, so I will whittle them down. And they will have trouble damaging my stuff right now. I'm protecting the forge, which is their easy target. Maybe they go for the construction yard here. I'm not sure why this one's doing. If he goes for any of these things up here, I will be shooting at him with the ballista and the goblin slinger. It doesn't seem like it's a win-win scenario for him in any way. Now, of course, the Siren is moving forward to support, so I'm sure he has a plan. And I wonder what it would be here. The Siren's call on the Elven Soldier, fair enough. And it has to move in here. He still has to move the water elemental here. And it guards. Alright, well, I'm just going to move forward and guard, of course. So it doesn't really do anything. And I still get to start shooting at him next turn. The marker back. And say end of actions phase. That didn't really do anything. It made my guy move forward, so maybe he's going to use that to his advantage next turn. End of the round. And in the deployment, this was a tough round. Let's see, I did not put anything on the battle forge. We are deploying a Goblin Slinger, and if my math is accurate, if it's 7. Oh, then my math was bad. Why am I so bad at this? It's supposed to cost 3. Oh, it did. Yeah, down for 10. Okay. That means I can do the Royal Armor at least, but not the Battle Forge. The Battle Forge will say, oh, I really wanted mana for the fortified position that I will put in the Barrack Zone, because I suspect that there will be a tsunami this turn. And this is my best counter. It's going to be a suboptimal one, if at all, because it's off of initiative and he doesn't have the ring anyway. So that's kind of interesting. But right now we're, of course, not in first quick cast phase. We're not doing it. But then next action, I'm going to put the enchantment in here to prepare for the tsunami. If the tsunami pushes down here and we have 2 armor in this zone, then that's going to significantly reduce the effectiveness of the tsunami. I still think the tsunami is a good play for him here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I will play the enchantment in preparation, and then I will shoot at the elemental before it can do anything to prevent this shot. The other play was Torgo this turn because he can regenerate from the tsunami damage. But yeah, I really thought that the fortified position would be the overall better play for my little dudes here protecting everyone. And if these guys get pushed by the tsunami in here, they also get the protection in that zone. And the same for me. So yeah, it's just going to be much better. I did want to move the Elven Soldier first, but I think taking this shot against the Water Elemental is what really matters. So, a quick cast action targeting Dig In. Oh, really? I mean, that one just gets put back in book. So that's a weird use of a Dispel, but fair enough. That may again be because he wants to hit something in this zone this turn. And one less armor for my dudes. And it does look like another tsunami play, getting rid of that. Oh yeah, and if he had been pushed in here, he would give another armor to the zone. So yeah, let's see if it is the tsunami. Am I right or am I wrong? Here comes the full action from the Siren. It is the tsunami. All right, good prediction then. And accurate plays, I think. This is going to be just fine. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. 4 dice. The water elemental is immune, of course. He says sorry. Oh, it's only 3 dice, yeah. It's normally 4. So not having the ring, and of course doing it off initiative. I thought maybe he would wait until next turn to get the ring out and then do the and then have the initiative. But no. Yeah, you roll. Alright, so he takes 2. And no push. As the push is 5 up when it's off initiative and without the ring. I should just say without the ring, because it doesn't matter that it is off initiative when there is no ring. Now, he might still get the Battle Forge, and that, of course, that's the major reason that he's doing this, I think. It's also good value. I hope he doesn't have multiple tsunamis, and I'm glad that we are getting the tsunami this early without the ring. It's honestly best case scenario for me. So he gets pushed, but got no damage. All right, so far the rolls are also favoring me, so that's really nice. Hopefully I get to stay. Oh no, I can just move in and guard the Battle Forge again. Ooh, that's a nasty roll. 6 critical on me. All right, and I get pushed. All right. That's hurtful. Then the Battle Forge, hopefully it survives. This is what? 6 dice. Should not kill it in one go. But that is a nice roll. 9 total minus 4 is 5. Damn, what a hit. Yeah, please stop rolling like that. But now I don't have to reveal the fortified position yet, but it will be required here, I suspect. Like anything else would be weird. And getting rid of the formation then was a good play for him, because now the formation would matter in here. Oh my god, what a roll. 6 damage. He's at 1 armor, so then we are definitely revealing here. So that makes him take 3 still, damn. Yikes. And a push into wall. Wall bash, yeah. Please don't die, little royal armorer. It shouldn't die. It didn't. Okay, it takes 0 damage from the second attack here. Yeah, so the fortified position... I'm going to pat myself on the shoulder here and say that was a really, really well-timed play. He gets another nice roll on me here, dealing 2 more, so up to 8 total. Then I have 4 armor on the Orc Butcher here. He takes 2 and a push. Zero damage from the wall bash. Then the slingers only have 2 armor each, so 2 for the first, 2 critical going in, no push. Then the other slinger. Two critical and a push. 2 more, ouch. He's rolling lots of criticals, and that really does matter. I think at that point, it looks like he gained the value that he needed out of the tsunami. Unfortunate. So I feel like I had the armor to make it less valuable, but he nice value, I think. Nice value. Then what do we do? I think to protect... I mean, the Elven Soldier will be punched by the Water Elemental if I don't move him in here. So next one blows up your whole army. If he has another one, and this may be like telling me that I have it, or that he has it. But yeah. Now I would. Yeah, now he said it, so he shouldn't have. You should never tell your opponent. He might be bluffing, of course, but I would not have tried to predict the next one by moving creatures up here, but maybe I should. Depends on how many more creatures we get out. We still have the fortified position, so that's nice. All right, so now he needs to not roll the 4+ here, and then we would be golden, but it's like, what, 75% chance of him doing it? And he doesn't get it. I am so insanely lucky right now. I mean, he just got some good luck, but now this is crazy because now I get to hurt his water elemental a lot. All right. Now the question is, what do I guard with? Because I do have to guard with something. Oh, and I need a guard in here as well. Hold on. I'll deploy the hired bodyguard next turn. Well, he's going to shoot the Battleforge, but I want him to shoot the Battleforge, basically, so this is fine. Damage there. Good. The Elven Soldier did 1 to the Water Elemental, so now it's up to 6. The Royal Armorer. I did want him to make another armor token, but I think rolling 2 dice on the Water Elemental here is worth a little bit more. Also not spending that 1 mana. Wounded Archer doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Oh, and I get the Ballista shot. I almost forgot about the Ballista. Oh, sorry. I forgot about his other... Yeah, I forgot about his other water elemental, but it moved towards my construction out here. And he was going to pass anyway, fair enough. The Ballista, I almost forgot about the Ballista. That would have been terrible. And it only does 1 damage, okay. The piercing, of course, not being super helpful there. And then I will move and guard with my mage here. End of the round. That was an interesting round. I don't think anyone came out more on top than the other. So we'll have to see how it progresses from here. I do think this current board state favors me a little bit because I have a lot of creatures still coming out and deploy stuff every turn. But we'll see if I'm right about that. All right, we are in deployment, and like I said, I am putting out the hired bodyguard. Even though I would like to play something else, getting the guard in here is really important. And then the Battleforge is affordable, which is nice. The Harshforge plate. And then I have an Altar of the Iron Guard for future guard deployments in here. So we're probably quick casting that, or the other one would be the Dig In. But I really want the Altar here. And it's like one of those, if he takes it down, and of course I get the mana back for one thing. So it's like he needs to spend action to do it, actions. And he can absolutely just do it. But then he's not hitting my other stuff. And if he doesn't take it down, then I just start deploying guards. And here comes the spell. The swell removing the Battleforge, of course. He could fail it. One damage off of not getting the damn thing. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I expected him to get it, of course. And I'll get 2 mana on my construction jar for that, so that's nice. And I think now he spent 4 mana on it, right? And then I got all the deployments out of the thing, and I got mana back. So absolutely playing the Battleforge, even though it gets wrecked like this, is fine. And yeah. Very, very good value. Now this turn is very interesting. I'm not sure. Now there's nothing committing me to this zone anymore, so I can start like moving into the fortified position to fight against water elementals. He's also got this one here, and he's got to deal with the goblin slingers, if nothing else. I don't think this is an easy situation for him in any way. And what am I thinking? Well, he can't afford a tsunami this turn, for one thing. Yeah. Sure what he should or could do in this turn. I just thought about the Cervic Vault. If he gets pushed into a wall and takes 0 damage, that's considered an attack. So, because it doesn't say when he is attacked by an enemy creature, and I think it should. I think that would be a good way to balance it. I'm going to propose that later after this game, if I remember, because this seems a little bit overpowered when he can gain the guard marker after any kind of attack at the moment, and that may be a little bit over the top. Like I said, just something like the wall bash, it seems a little bit weird. All right, So he attacks the ballista here. That makes good sense. Yeah, sure. Then I want to destroy this water elemental, and I want to last hit it with one of my soldiers so that they get a veteran token. We will open by pelting it with stone slingers. Healing 0 damage, okay. Done. I would like it to move in here and attack, because then I can do the battle order to charge. Maybe not, now that I think about it, because I still want to use my quick cast for the Order of the Iron Guard. I might want to put the order up here, to be fair. Huh. Yeah, I could. Does this cost 1 mana? Yeah, so I could quick cast that in here and then move Mage up here, put order there. That would also get my Mage out of the danger zone. Danger zone. Pass. Alright, we'll keep shooting at Water Elemental with 3 dice here. Hopefully we do better this time. 1 damage. Okay, it's down to 5 health. No, 7, sorry. 8 was halfway. Alright, now he's not letting more easy hits go in, so like charge over here or something like that won't work. So we're hitting it in here. We'll do it with Royal Armor. I don't want to armor anything in here with him anyway. I think that is the right play. Two critical going in, nice. Leaving it at 5 health. Or 5 life remaining. Done. Alright, so now he's got to think, well, I could get lucky and get 5 crit in 1 roll, so do you really want to keep passing? And I don't think he could pass anymore now that I think about it. Oh, he could pass 1 more time, but he doesn't. Yeah, he moves in. With 2 armor on the high bodyguard, there is a chance that it survives. It takes the 3 damage in the first swing, so no, it does not survive. Okay. And now we could charge in, but I think we are not gonna. We are gonna put down the Order of the Iron, like I said here. For free now, because he gave me extra mana on the construction yard. And then I'm just going to charge him, or hit him with my Mage first, so that one of my creatures can finish him off. There's a 12% kill chance here alone. Wow, really crappy roll. Really nice roll, but no criticals. Like 1 critical, I guess, is something. Alright, he might Siren's Call one of my creatures here so that I don't get all the dice. And that is unfortunate. But of course, we are trying to kill the water elemental, so we are moving in with the Elven Blade here first. Didn't get anything. All right, I'm not getting super lucky with these crits now. Hopefully next one. Now Siren's gonna Siren Call my orc. No, he's moving up into the shallow sea, retreating. That, I think, it might just be a mistake. But here comes a play, and that could be something. It is a face-down enchantment in the other end of the fight. I am not sure what the purpose of that would be. That is a very interesting play. So hopefully now I need to roll 4 critical with this Orc Butcher, and then I get a Veteran's Token. 17% chance of that happening. Didn't get it. 2 critical goes in, so we are 2 damage away from destroying the Water Elemental, and I have the initiative in next turn, so that sounds good to me. End of the round. And in the deployment, now we have some interesting stuff happening. Sir Brickwold is coming out. That is right. Out of the closet with him. He's fabulous. So, and he gains a guard marker. This here. There. All right. So yeah, he is going to help out a whole lot here for sure. That's going to be glorious. I'm wondering if I should give him an armor with the Royal Armorer, but you know what? Why not? Why wouldn't I, right? And then I have Renewing Spring and press the attack. We could put the Renewing Spring in here and go and heal with all my wounded creatures. That is an option this turn. First quick cast phase is not going to do anything. And then I will save the Royal Armorer from being hurt. I'm wondering, though, should he not just like put an armor token on himself or the Goblin Slinger? And I think the Goblin Slinger. But then I realized then I can't do the Renewing Spring if I wanted to do that. So I'm not gonna. And stuff is happening. Anything? Okay, here we go. Alright, he could attack the water elemental, but I don't want him to kill it. He's only got 2 dice. I want the veteran token on the Orc Butcher. I think so. I am gonna do it though. 33% chance of killing it. Just get 1 critical. Or nothing, that's fine. Done. The point was to get him away from here where he would be attacked, right? So now goes the water elemental. Might go up and punch the ballista. Yeah, okay. Not sure if I agree with this play, but what else would he do, I suppose? Yeah. I didn't want the ballista to shoot at the water elemental. I know it could have probably finished him off, but I would rather not do that. Now we are gonna shoot at this water elemental. Getting 3 critical, nice. Done. And it acts now. Good, I wanted that to happen. Perfect. Oh, and I forgot I got 2 mana on Construction Yard. He goes for the Archer's Watchtower. Alright, trying to take down my economy. Now, if this is done, I can do the Veneering Spring thing right now, and I think I should. I also really want the Orc Butcher to kill this water elemental though, so we open with that. Oh, I can do better, can I not? Oh, I can't get the charge thing for free. And I need exactly 6 mana for the Renewing Spring play. I think it would be really strong. And then if he doesn't get it, then the Elven Soldier might, or even the Goblin Slinger might. The Goblin Slinger doesn't benefit off of the Veterans token just as well, but let's see if the Orc Butcher can do it. 60% chance. Oh, he just does 1 critical. Damn. Alright, so hopefully we get it on the Elven Soldier then. And then I want to drink off of the Renewing Spring with him going forward. It's his initiative next round. So if I move somewhere, I definitely need to... if I put up the Renewing Spring somewhere, I need to go and guard it too. Otherwise, he will just move in and attack with the Water Elemental on my weakened creatures here. So I'll probably be guarding with my Mage on it. Up here. And then that's going to force some engagement of some sort. I have to try to destroy this Water Elemental, otherwise it's going to go first next turn, and we don't want that. 55% chance here. We got it. Alright, so he gets a Veteran token. It's not useless on him. It's nice to have it on the little creatures. Now he's got 2 armor, 3 armor as a base, and 3 dice, but of course he's pretty weak. So maybe he goes down all of a sudden, and that would not be cool. Now I want to drink off the Renewing Spring with my Goblin Slinger here. I will go up and guard with my Mage, because that's happening anyway, and doesn't tell him that the Renewing Spring is happening right now. Now he wants to get my Mage into this zone, of course, so we have to worry about it, but future turns. The Siren is now acting and doing a thing. Summons Naya, very late. Okay, I would have done that earlier if I was him. He couldn't easily have gotten away with it. Alright. So I think he was desperate to get some engagement and get the Battleforge killed. It's weird that he moved down here to do it, because you can stand up here. Maybe he doesn't know, but if Elifis, I know he's going to watch this, so if you stand here, you have a range 1 on the Tsunami, and you can choose for it to go left. So he could have stood up here and did the Tsunami trick without moving down here, and maybe he didn't realize that. That's what I suspect right now. Because what else would that move serve as a purpose? Well, he did a Siren's Call on one of my dudes, and that's fair. I'm going to go up and drink. This Slinger to full. End of the round. So this is the first time I get a Veterans token. I have been thinking about switching this whole deck out for a Dwarf. Exactly the same build, just a Dwarf instead. So I can put some runes on my equipment. And I think it would be better. Now I finally got the Veterans token. And so, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. I'd be interested in an opinion on that if anyone has one. So yeah, end of the round here for now. He enchanted himself at the end of the turn. And for the deployment phase, I'm putting out Gurmash. The perceptive viewer will have spotted that I had him in the deck, and this is exactly what he's for. A mid-game play where I'm like strapped for actions, and so I need someone to cast my formations for me and stuff like that, and just put them on the board. He's also a really nice creature in general. He's like he's worth the 11 mana for sure, almost without him casting spells. Not quite, but close. And then with him casting in an occasional spell and saving me some mana, he's absolutely worth the cost, I think. So he's the new addition, along with Rickwold. Some higher level creatures is what I'm going with, basically. And I think it's paying off here. And we have Ballista and Leather Boots in hand. The real threat to me right now is a Mage Snipe. So I am putting armor in hand just in case he starts going for it. I can put down some extra armor this turn. I'm sure he thinks that I'm going to drink from the Renewing Spring, and if he thinks that, then he's correct. But that means I can't deploy my Ballista anywhere, so I'm not so sure. At the same time, we'll see how this turn plays out. It is kind of interesting, right? I think I'm in a leading position. He lost that one elemental, and it is a huge loss when you lose a water elemental. This one's already wounded. I only have 3 armor. Of course, enchantment costs extra on me, so that's something. He's got 21 mana in store, though, so he could also summon a new water elemental. But at the same time, I think I'm getting to a point where I'm just going to start overwhelming him with too many creatures. And I have not lost a creature yet, I think. So this is looking really good. And he retreats. Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the right play. Who knows? I will say that is a little bit risky on his side. View up and so now the other cool thing about Sir Rickbold, of course, is that he has intercept. So now we have an interceptor in the same zone as my mage, which means if he does like an acid ball, I can deal with that. The elven soldier will drink. And in general, all my creatures will be drinking this turn just to stabilize. I think, again, we have the upper hand, so I just gotta play the long game here, and I will move up to this zone and start shooting at him if he doesn't do anything about that, so on and so forth. No, yeah, I can't afford the royal armor or doing anything if I want the ballista this turn. So the royal armor will drink. One only. We are getting into a tsunami territory again, of course. I am aware of it, so we might want to move someone like down here instead of being in this zone. This is not the best tsunami scenario for him, but he could elemental wand it or something, and it could be problematic. I still think that as long as we're getting more healing out of just standing here, it also helps me survive and tsunami more, so stabilizing. He says pass again. Now I want to move this goblin slinger away. I don't think he goes here. Not right now, but like down here. To threaten. He can sit here and shoot at the mana flower if I want, or he can threaten this zone, and the most importantly, he's not in a tsunami kind of thing. All the other creatures. Naya is now acting. Oh, she didn't get a spell, so she's not doing anything, I suppose. Huh. All right. Done then. Could still quick cast. Yeah. So then move up and drink here. Done. And then always keep the mage action for the last thing, especially if I'm fearing the mage snipe. He could move up, teleport me over here, do a thing, and then having the move available at the end of the turn is a massive improvement for me. So this is how you're supposed to do it. Now we'll see. I think it might be like a teleport into a thing here, and then I don't know. I'm not super scared, but you never know. People can do all kinds of stuff with 21 mana. Let's guess. It's a water elemental coming out first, and then next turn he's going to do it. It's a Stormfront elemental. Very cool. All right, that could be scary. Right now he's not really threatening anything, but now he's going to start shooting back at my ranged stuff. So that is something to note. And we're going to have to kill this thing, I think. Or, I don't know. Going to drain his mana a little bit. All right, but that means I get to drink with my mage. It's important. And there's no place I want the ballista right now. The 4 here. God damn it. Can't hit the button. It's dark in my room, so I can't actually see my keyboard right now. Well, almost. Anyway. End of the round. Yes. So he's going to start shooting at my little outposts and the Order of the Iron Guard, but I don't think they really matter anymore. And as I said, that is the end of the round. Oh wait, he's got the quick cast. Oh, he does not. He's not using. And in the deployment, I'm putting out a Straywood Scout now. It's going to be good for just sitting at long range and supporting with giving an extra die to archers and stuff like that. Good for shooting down the Stormfront Elemental. We have form ranks on Gurmash Orc Sergeant, and I think that combos really well with Sir Rickbold. So if he is attacked and gets hit, he can and he only takes 1 damage, he can transfer that damage away and get his guard marker. I am fairly sure that that combo works. First quick cast phase, I am not quick casting. And action phase, I am just going to continue to drink in case we see tsunamis incoming here. I am regretting that right now. I should have moved forward and guarded with Rickwold. That was the entire idea for this turn, so that he couldn't shoot the Archer's Watchtower, which he is certainly wanting to do. Yeah. But maybe that's fine. Then I can put the Ballista in there, which is the other idea I had. He's not going first with the Stormfront Elemental. Okay, good. Naya then acts now and is putting out a Shallow Sea somewhere. All right. Where is that going? Where would we guess? I would guess like here. Can't stack them in one zone here, so I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. He's just paying the mana accurately. Okay, and he's gonna spread his water forward, inching slowly forward here. Fair enough. Cool. All good. Then Rickwold will move forward and be an interceptor for the Archer's Watchtower for now. He can sit in range of the Stormfront Elemental without too much of a hassle, I think. Of course, it's nasty if he gets stunned, but then he's not gonna like easily die, and he can always retreat back to the Renewing Spring and heal. So I'm okay with it. And I wonder if he's gonna inch forward here, because I have archers threatening that zone. He says pass. Will now armor up on the archers, because I really want to keep them. They are really important now. Done. Yes, okay. Gurmash will move forward and... Oh, now I did it wrong. Of course, this one goes on Rickwold, but he can only reveal it when he activates. So, and he has already activated. So here's a misplay of a formation. I'm still new to the formations. Keep that in mind. So he's not guarding anymore. But yeah, so next turn he can reveal the form ranks. It is kind of interesting with them that you have to sort of reveal them up front, which I like, I think. I'm gonna guard with this Orc Butcher. Done. Water Elemental is doing a thing. Guarding, okay. And we are gonna inch a forward with an archer this turn, or a slinger, in behind Rigwald's little intercept zone. Not sure what I'm doing with my mage. I thought I would have lost the archer's watchtower, but of course I really want to drink, so we are going to drink, I think. Done. Move forward with that archer. We're keeping this archer for last action, so he can't like move forward without taking a shot. Then it'll shoot at the mana flower. There's a chance that it rolls more than 2 damage, and then we can start pouring damage onto the mana flower. It is a thing that you can do. Now, what are you shooting at? The Stormfront Elemental. Of course, it's going to shoot. If it isn't moving somewhere to set up for future turns, then it's shooting this turn. And so, what would you shoot at? He could move it down here to threaten this Goblin Slinger. I think that would be an okay play, but it is going to take a shot back first. He is shooting, so then of course I'm going to intercept. It should be automated. Now, Elithis might not have seen intercept automated before. Intercept should be automated. We get to intercept before roll, yes. Intercept with Sir Rigwald. Will use his defense. He will succeed that defense attempt. And then he is gonna guard again. That's how I understood it when they explained it. I think it's a really, really powerful effect, so that's really cool. And maybe a little bit broken, but we'll see. I will drink from the spring. Gaining 4 more health, so back to full health here. Done. Leaving only the slinger down here, so if he moves forward with his Siren, then we will be shooting at it. He is summoning a Merin Harpooner to pull people into this card here. That's kind of cool. I love it. So he's going ranged now. I really think this is a cool fight, and I don't think he's out of the game yet. He needs some good rolls, he still has, 40 cards in his deck. That could be all kinds of stuff. Knowing Elithis, he built some crazy books, so I'm sure he has some stuff still going. And at the very end of the round here, I'm gonna leather gloves. And then that is the end of the round. He has 1 mana again, so he should Siren's Call or something, if nothing else. Let's see if he's on point with that. On the Goblin Slinger would be nasty, now that I look at it. Oh yeah. Huh. Didn't think of that. Alright, yeah. We can counterplay that by putting a wall here, but these walls are Hydro weak. So the water elemental could move over and smash it down in action, but I'll put down the wall just as he's about to shoot, because then he can't move closer to the Siren, so he wouldn't be forced to move down here or anything. Then he would be free to do whatever and can shoot 1 time at the Stormfront elemental. End of the round. Alright, in deployment, I am putting out Isambila now. She's not the best play in this match because piercing doesn't do all that much, but I have 2 of her in the deck. So I want to lose the first one, and so we're going to send her to her death. Charge! It's going to be fine. And deployment phase, we have Altar of Domination and Wall of Earth in hand, stretches the helm on Mr. Gurmarsh. First quick cast phase, it is his initiative. And we are putting the wall here to prevent that Goblin Slinger movement. First quick cast phase done. Most of his turn here will be prepped around my Goblin Slinger ending up over here, of course. And so we are, by denying that, we are messing up his plans, and that's going to be fun. Actions phase then. Okay, he didn't quick cast, neither did I. He might just pass here, I would guess. Oh, he could shoot at something with the Merin Harpooner. And again, this Water of Iron Guard is free for game for him. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna keep drinking. There's no reason I wouldn't. There, so now this guy's full health and can start moving forward. And this is basically gonna happen every turn. I'm gonna send whatever gets wounded back to get healed up. We are putting an armor token on his Mbila here. And that leaves him open to go over and put an armor token on this goblin thing next turn. Pass, he says. Then I will say we are doing the Straywood Scout is gonna mark the Stormfront Elemental because it will be shot by my Slinger this turn. Done. This may make him think, what is he doing? But here we go. Would be cool. We want to do it as late in the turn as possible. That is best for me. I want to have 2 slingers acting as the last thing, basically. Then I'm probably, let's do this now. Moving up with the Mage. If this prompts a movement from him. Altar of the Domination coming down here. Right. It's most protected for 2 mana. Putting down the Altar of Domination. This is saying I'm getting Talos now if you're not going to stop me. Makes him want to take out this Archer's Watchtower, which wasn't his priority right now, but now it might be, and then we can put down the Armory after the fact. So yeah. This is still looking really good for me. This turn we're going to start rolling some dice on the Stormfront Elemental. Here comes a shot from the Mirren Harpooner. All right, and we are going to intercept this, of course. He is shooting at the Watchtower, like I said. Good. Rigwell will intercept. Succeeds his defense, so he keeps the guard token. That is bullshit, I know. But that is how the game goes. All right. He's done. Good. I will probably just guard with this Orc Butcher. Done. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so he cannot pass. He might need to cost more mana is what I'm thinking right now. This is very, very powerful. I'm getting lucky, but even if he failed his defense and got pulled, he would just walk back, guard again, and then the show starts over, right? So he is super hard to take down. Infinite defenses too. Maybe he just needs to only be able to use this defense once per turn. I think that would be better. Another Mirren Harpooner hits the field. Damn. All right. Then Gudamash. I think he is not gonna spend or move or spend his mana this turn. He's just gonna guard here. We'll say done. Not because I want to guard in here particularly, but I also don't want to flood this zone with more creatures right now. And no pun intended, because it might just get a tsunami in the face. And let's see. Now he's got to act again. So it is looking like I'm getting 1 domination token at least on the Altar of Domination right now. Now I spends action marker but doesn't do anything. Cool. Then now might be the time. No, I think Rigwald will go now. Even though I should have cast this spell with Gurmarsh now that I think about it, because I have so much mana. We are getting into the point of the game where I am not struggling for mana and won't be again, I think. Anyway, Sir Rigwald here. Is it him that goes now? I think so. So, form ranks. is revealed, but then he can't walk anywhere after, but he can't be pulled anymore either this turn. Done, yeah. Form ranks is revealed. You can spread tokens or damage around, and you can also lower the amount of dice rolled against a minor creature. I didn't have this one in the previous game, and against Sir Jason Crage with the where he was like he had so much piercing up in my barrack zone, and so my armor wasn't really doing anything, and I had a lot of minor creatures defending against high attacks. We could have used this one to a great effect, and so now I have added it in. We have to intercept again here against the what's it called, Stormfront Elemental, and wow. He is pretty good. Too good, maybe. Anyway. Oh, he's of course keeping the water elemental as the very last thing, but I'm just gonna use this Goblin Slinger now. Unlike my Gorgon Iron Archers in the... Yeah, right. If you haven't seen that game, I hope it's gonna come out soon. It was a really devastating loss for Elithis in the finals versus Julie. Oh, and I got the Mana Flower. Lucky. Good stuff. We say done. The water elemental will not be able to attack the wall this turn. Low die, I don't think he's too good. Okay, really? Yeah, fair enough. He does have a lot of stuff going for him. At the moment, just lucky on the yellow die. Yeah, that might turn. That's fair. The thing is, even if he gets hit, there's still a chance of rolling 0 damage on that, especially with the form ranks, and then he can still gain the guard marker back after that, and he still has defenses, unless he gets stunned or dazed, of course. Put down Wall of Earth here. So now he cannot do forced action. Pleases. We'll give him a range token for this one. And then we will shoot at this guy. He has to closer. Around is only closer in terms of movement. We have had this discussion before. Not as the flies. And last time we had the discussion, this was the ruling in my favor as well. And so I'm going to assume that nothing has changed in that area. But it is a fair point. Is that really how it works? Is that intended? Who knows? The judges gave me the go for it last time we did it, so I'm going to assume that it still holds true. Both cases can be argued for sure. All right, and I will put this thing back here, and then that is the end of the round. All right, deployment. First of all, Rickwold, his ability in the text down here is once per round. This was something that I hadn't clicked in my mind really. So I have added a ready token, and we analyzed the round. Indeed, he cannot have had a guard right now because he was shot at twice in the turn. I used the ability twice, which I can. First time I used it, he was already guarding. Then I used his action, so I shouldn't have used his action to do that. The ability to do that. Then I should have let the token go off, then guard it, and then still had the ready marker available. But that's not how I played it, and so I misplayed it. It's on me. We are deploying Torgo this turn. I can't afford the quicksand at all, I think. No. Well, but we can deploy an Archer's Tower again when he destroys this one inevitably. So End of deployment phase, yes. First quick cast phase, I'm not quick casting. And I am a little bit strapped for mana after all, but that will quickly stabilize, I think. Actions phase, let's see. I will, so if he takes down the wall and then Sirens calls the Goblin Slinger, then he won't be able to shoot even if, so if I've been tempted to do the Straightforward scouting first, but no, we are gonna do this again. Oh, and I can, that's too bad I didn't cast this Strategist's Helm last turn, because now I would need to spend a quick action to get that extra range token from here. See, yeah, I definitely should have done that last turn, but because I can't wait, I gotta do this shot right now. But in future turns, then we will roll more dice. Okay, good. Stone Sling going forward. I could spend the quick action here, but I'd rather not spend my mage actions right now. We get 2 damage on the Stormfront Elemental, so we are making progress. Good. One token on the Altar of Domination. Torgo out with sustainability. Everything is looking just fine here. Yep. Let's pass. Then I'm not sure what to do now. I will probably use Gurmash to get myself a helmet right now. Done. Oh, I didn't guard with Sir Rickwold then. Huh. We can shoot at the watchtower right now. But he sees that I don't care, so maybe he's not gonna go for it. Is moving Sir Rickwold the right play here? He could be pulled and then have no action. He's still gonna have infinite defenses, which is fine. If he got stunned though, that would be really bad. But then I can move forward and support him with guards. Yeah, that would probably happen. So I am gonna guard with Sir Rickwold here. And have him spend his ranged attacks on throwing them into Sir Rickwold. I think that's fine. Oh, well, okay, so he, yeah. Well. Okay. He didn't realize he could have shot. Okay. Then right now the game is thinking. There we go. Forgot he lost it. Yeah. Fair enough. And then I will give an armor token to Torgo down here. Done. Now he could use the ranged attacks to take down the wall, or he can use the water elemental. But if he uses the water elemental, it puts it in a vulnerable position, and so that's kind of what I want. I want it to move forward and attack the wall. Here it goes, though. I think he is going to go for it. Yeah, it on average it will one-shot the wall here. So if I'm really lucky, he doesn't. But are you kidding me? I'm lucky right now. So he rolls 7, and it has 8. And he did roll the correct amount of dice, 8 dice. Yeah, so it's two extra for the wall and 1 extra for the shallow sea, making a total of 8. I will say lucky, because now he's going to have to spend another action hitting the wall, and that is really important. I cannot see the water elemental with my scout, so I'm going to wait right now. I'm going to double move up here with Insimbila. We are fearing the tsunami. Torgo is going to move this way around, I think, instead. And I might give him the dig in. It is kind of tricky. What do we do moving forward here? We are holding the mana, of course, for the Archer's Watchtower, assuming that we might lose it. He goes for the Watchtower, means I get to intercept. He defends again. Wow, yeah. Then I spend the ability to guard. And now that's kind of interesting because then the automation thought that the defense was the ready marker that I put on it, which is obviously not what I wanted out of the ready marker. Yeah. So he's 4 for now. Yeah, that makes him strong. That's fair. I'm saying even if he didn't roll it, I think it's still super powerful what he's doing. But I did not realize that this was once per round, so maybe I'm a little bit off. I would like to see him go to 16 mana, maybe. Or maybe the defense may be once per round. Infinite defenses is always an incredibly powerful effect. It could be twice per round then at some or something. A massive difference. The Siren is doing a thing. These last few rounds, the game has only been tipping slowly towards me. He's been taking damage on one of his creatures. I took down his mana flower, and he has not really destroyed any of my stuff. Now he's going to get the wall, of course, but that was like the point of the wall. And the wall did more than I hoped for. So this is still really good. The construction yard. Then he's spending a quick cast token action to he's probably trying to do the Siren's Call on the Goblin Slinger here, which makes sense. And there we go with the Siren's Call, yeah. Alright, so now he can't shoot. That's fair. And if I move him up here, it is gonna start looking like a tsunami territory kind of thing, right? What do I have in hand? Quicksand and Archer's Watchtower. Yeah. We have a few options. These guys do have guard tokens or guard melee attacks with which they can use against if they are guarding. I'm wondering if I scout the water elemental right now, or the mage for that matter. I'm gonna do it on the water elemental that doesn't have regenerate. Will he go and guard it with one of his quote unquote archers? I think he might. Let's see. And I'm going to move forward with my mage and probably guard in this zone. Another shallow sea in here. Yep. Good play, I think. I like it. I'm going to move some stuff around so he can like put it up here. In the corner like that. Perfect. That was Naya. All right. Then what? I want to move this Goblin Slinger. And it's probably the right play to put him here. If he goes over here, he's gonna get slaughtered by these two archers together. So maybe we don't move him yet. We can move. Let's move my mage over here and just guard. Hold on. Oh, he wasn't guarding here. I have a helmet on now, and I can do a thing. So let's see. We can either do charge, which will be used at least by the orc, but maybe I should also use it with my mage and just not have a guard in that zone right now. Is kind of what I'm thinking. Next turn he's going to punch something in there, but if I guard in there, he can just shoot whatever I'm guarding with these guys and pull them away. So yeah, we are not going to guard. Or I'm going to... Here's what we do. I will say this one over here. Pay 1 mana. Oh, then I don't have the mana for the Archer's Watchtower replacement. So this is kind of tricky. But I hope that's the right thing to do. So I will say 2 battle. I like writing it out in chat. So then this guy gets a melee token, and he goes to town. He is gonna go and hit the water elemental with 5 dice. Let's see, 4 plus 1 for the scout, plus 1 for the charge is 6, minus 1 for the shadow sea. 5 is correct. Dealing no damage at all. Alright. Then done. Now I cannot... Oh, I can afford to replace the tower because I got an extra mana on the construction yard. So I'm just going to say exactly as planned. Because of course that was intentional. Right? So he's still throwing one of the attacks here into the... into Sir Rickwold. Alright, so he really wants to take down that Archer's Watchtower. And I get why, but of course I have the replacement. So now Sir Rickwold is not guarding anymore. 5 for 5, yeah. And now the final shot here, I kind of want to get it onto the watchtower at that point, because then I can just spend my... then I'm not taking damage on my creatures, which I kind of don't want to. But I will move my slinger up here. And not guard, right? That seems silly. Oh, in fact, it can move over here. Yeah, it can move over here and move back. Right. That's much better. Done. Realized that earlier. Good stuff. Here comes the attack on the watchtower, but like I said, I'm just gonna put down a new one. But of course, he's trying to chew through them. So maybe it's fine if he can do it, but next turn I'm gonna have the armory in hand, and then that's gonna be trickier to take down. Then I get a melee token. No, not a token, but a melee token. And now I could guard in here, but there's nothing to guard. I didn't get like anything pulled in there, so I'm just gonna punch the water elemental with my 6 dice. Yeah. Oh, wait. When orc in. Oh. He had a card in here. I'm assuming that's a trap. Okay. And then I dealt 5 damage, 5 critical to the water elemental. Okay. I had to ask, because of course, when I move into a hidden enchantment for the first time, I have to ask. And I just did 5 critical to the water elemental. That is amazing. And then we will quick cast. Do I put it here? Doesn't have to go into that zone. It could be, well, here or not there. No. Yeah, we are doing it up here. Good. And that is all action spent on this turn, so that is the end of the round. And in the deployment phase, we are just putting out a cheap elven soldier. We get it for 1 mana, I think. Yeah. So then I can afford the armory if we need it, and then I have a quicksand to play if it doesn't destroy the Archer's Watchtower. And that is the game plan for this turn. First quick cast phase belongs to him. We'll see how this round goes. He's up to 21 mana again. I am not really in a position where I fear a tsunami all that much, although it could be bad. It's not like the worst turn for like, it's not of course it's never good, but it's I think it's kind of okay. And we are putting the press attack out if we can afford it. Don't really know how the mana is going to go. I need if it gets destroyed, I will have 2 mana on the construction yard, so I need to maintain 8, which means I can do the press the attack, but then I can't do the strategist helm. And then I can't do the Royal Armor, so it's like, what are we doing? I don't know. We might not do press the attack, but I really want it. It's all gonna depend on what he does with his archers and stuff. If he's shooting at the Archer's Watchtower, well, Sir Rickwold will take care of 2 of the shots, hopefully, unless he gets stunned, of course. So, yeah. We'll see. And he has first action here. The question is, what should he do, if anything? I mean, he pass? Does he do something else? What is the disenchantment? I have no idea. I thought it would be the trap or the teleport trap, but like this, the water trap. But it's not any of those, and he put it down pretty early. I have no clue about what that could be. That could be a decoy. I would use a decoy like that, just to scare people from not moving into the zone. Be entirely fair. Marin Harpooner is activating and shooting at the watchtower. All right. Getting 3 damage through. All right, so he's halfway on it. Then there's a quick cast following it up. All right. Oh, he's Siren's calling Sir Rigwald. Oh, nice play there. Yes. Okay. Huh. So he has to move but cannot attack the Siren. He can attack the water elemental though, and so I think he should. Yeah. Maybe we are doing something like that. Maybe, who knows. So now my archers though are free to shoot at whatever they want, and I will use the archer's watchtower here while I still can to gain a extra token here. Shoot at the big guy in the sky, and we are losing a die now for the shallow sea here, so this is accurate. And just thinking about whether or not I am forgetting something, but I don't think so. Can't buff it with the battle orders because I'm not in the same zone. Dealing 1 damage. Alright, we might never destroy that thing, but I really want to try. Done. The Marin Harpooner is attacking the Archer's Watchtower and gets it. Damn. Alright, I was hoping he would need to spend another action on it, obviously. But because it has 2 armor and 6 health, so it 2 times 4 dice isn't like guaranteed to remove it at all. But he got it. We get the 1 mana on the construction yard, and of course he can't prevent me from getting another token onto the Altar of Domination this turn. It just can't happen because he's always spent his quick cast action marker, so there's no final quick for him. Yeah. But then, what then? I think Sir Rigwald moves up and guards. And done. My creatures a bit. Oh, and then he gets his Siren. It's called token back. He's got 20 mana. See if he can spend some of it maybe this turn. What would you spend it on? Tsunami, I'm guessing. Now we have this weird situation where I have a formation in this zone. So now the press the attack can be cast in this zone on something else, but you can't have 2 active formations in the same zone. So then I would have to move this formation face down if I wanted this one active in that same zone. And so that's kind of interesting. He gets a terrible roll here, getting nothing with his Stormfront onto my Goblin Sling. And that is, of course, really, really nice for me. Well, the dice have not been favoring him. I'll give him that much. That is entirely true. Now we are going to want to kill this water elemental this turn. I'm just wondering about the order of things, like do first. We could also go for these Marin Harpooners over here. So with that in mind, I think, well, yeah. His Bila goes in, hits the water elemental with only 3 dice. Oh, I should have scouted. Damn it. Well, rolled poorly anyway, but could have gotten some crit if I rolled 1 more die. Dang it. Yeah. Water elemental moves up and will be attacking my Elven Soldier Guard here. Interesting. Puts him in range of more guys attacking him. And he gets 0 damage because of my 2 armor on the Elven Soldier. He's got 3 armor. And no push. Yeah. So we get to retaliate, dealing 0 damage. Okay. Another point for getting the scout onto the water elemental. If I had done that, we would have rolled 2 more dice on him now. So here's how we do it. Then done. Now Gurmash might just attack him. I think he will. Also getting in range to do a bleed on the Siren, maybe. Sounds cool. No damage on any of my creatures. Oh, that's not true. The Royal Armorer here, yeah. I think I'm going to do the Royal Armorer and then attack with Gormash. We can't do both, really. Okay, so pass, he says. Then Royal Armorer activates. Move over. Spends a mana. Gives an armor token to the Goblin Slinger here. Kind of an interesting move because now the Water Elemental is threatening him. But yeah, Torgo could move on guard. So that's also a thing. He's got no more ranged creatures, so there's nothing really preventing Gormash moving up and taking that swing, I think. Dealing 3 critical, nice. Bring it at 11 out of 16, 5 remaining. Done. And we can charge in there from here. I will move Torgo over and guard. We also have a Goblin Slinger still available. I would rather not finish it with the Goblin Slinger. I really want to finish off the Water Elemental with my Orc Butcher. Let's pass. Can he? 2 creatures? Yeah. Okay. We will shoot at it with the Slinger first. 4 dice. 6% kill chance is really low. Honestly, getting the extra armor from the veteran tokens onto this Slinger isn't terrible. So even if he will be fine. Now we're going to bank on the Orc Butcher being able to do it without help. No, in fact, we're going to attack him with the Elven Soldier first and hope that he doesn't kill it. There's only a 20% chance that he kills it here. And he already has a Returns token, right? So that would be terrible. But he lands exactly 2, putting it down to 1. Perfect. He says pass. Then, no, I will go with Strategist Helm, say copy paste to battle. Mana. Orc Butcher moves in with 1 extra melee die. 5 dice, 86% kill chance here. And he got it. So another veteran token. Oh, whoops. This, just add 1 extra to the Elven Soldier and move 1 over. Good stuff. Done. Ironically, the Order of Carnage would have been really, really good in this game, but I will say that if I had that much mana, I would not have been able to spend it. I think I'm riding it pretty close and really well, like really nicely, like edge to the edge of the line where I'm spending all my mana and I don't have so much that I feel like I overcommitted to economy. We see the Kraken gets summoned by the Siren. I love Elithis and how he plays. I suspected it would be something like this. It's amazing. He does all the cool stuff. So the Kraken hits the field. A little bit too late. If he had it 1 turn earlier or like 2 turns ago, then it would have been much more impactful. Because now I took out the Water Elemental and we're going to start focusing on it, of course. Now the thing is, for this turn, I am going to summon cast the Armory in this zone here, because that's where Rickwald is guarding. And so where do I put my mage then, is the question. We could put it in the same zone as all the archers. These two guys here. Then move over here and guard, and then, yeah. And then summon the armory in here. That is kind of interesting. Let me think. My mage is the final action, so that it does matter what I do right now. I have very limited amount of creatures that can move in here and guard after that, but he also doesn't have that many that can attack in here. So I think it is the right play to put it in here so that these Marin Harpooners can't shoot at my armory. That's his main damage output. The Kraken would like to melee attack it in this zone. So yeah, even better to put the armory in a different zone. So we're putting it over here. Kind of weird. But I could also just put it there and then wall off the Marin Harpooners. He's going to take down the wall really quickly, though. I don't think that that is the right play. We are putting the armory in here. I'm going to move over. The question is, do I guard or do I take out a Marin or just attack a Marin? No, I'm going to guard. So I have a standing guard already. And then we'll go from there. So yeah. Final quick, nothing there from any of us, and then that is the end of the round. And in deployment, we are putting out yet another Elven Soldier, just because I need the mana for other stuff in this turn. Then we have, most important card is the Hidden Tunnels, which is going to cost me 5. And it'll give more life to the armory, just in case. This is my final outpost, so if I want, and his final chance of taking it out is this turn. So if we can give it 3 more life, and that will swing it, then I will. But I won't do it willy-nilly. It has to deal some damage to it first before I commit. He might have like a Force Hammer or something similar in this book, of course, and that's what I'm fearing. But anyway, I think we are going to shoot at something here in the first action. We could also move. We can do many things. Many things here. The Force Hammer and then the Stormfront Elemental, those two together, he can throw more spells at it. And if he throws all those spells at it, and he gets it, that's also fine. But we are definitely gonna have him commit to it. Gurmash getting the bleed on the Kraken would be great. There's so many things. I would like to see a scout token onto the Siren, maybe? At this point, he's got no armor. He probably has armor in that enchantment, though. At some point, I could just murder his mage. That's the other thing. But I can probably just murder this Kraken in this turn, right? And it doesn't regenerate, so the heat and stuff would be better. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go for the creatures. I also get veterans tokens. I'm greedy like that, I suppose. I would like to move up and give a guard token, or not a guard token, but an armor token to Gurmash. This is an interesting turn. I still feel like I am winning just by sheer number of creatures overwhelming him here. Here comes a shot from the Stormfront Elemental. He is doing that onto my mage. Okay, that I think means I get to live with the armory. Of course, he's hoping for the stun, maybe, but I can just move other creatures in and guard. And he didn't get it, and he dealt 0 damage. So yeah, unfortunate. They would have dealt 1 damage to the armory that same roll. So yeah, I think at that point he's committed to not killing the armory. Stone Sling onto the Kraken. Yeah. And then I get a super good roll here. He's not doing well. I'll give him that much. Not that he's playing poorly. I think the dice are favoring me, and since I have already had those favorable dice, my board position has just grown and grown. He is going with an acid ball onto my mage. Okay, yeah. So he's trying to focus mage now. He's switching targets to corrodes. Should have done that first, maybe. Pull the Stormfront. So I get it though. I get it. Now we are gonna move Isimbila in here. And no, we are gonna move and hit. Well, it's so tricky. The Kraken is gonna stay in the zone. If it moves, it's slow, so then it can't do anything. I'm gonna move Rick Bolt in here. Because then the formation is not in this zone, so now I can give formation to this Orc Butcher and then have the press the attack move into this zone. I was thinking about letting Sir Rick Bolt stay here, because then I could have moved my mage over to him and be under the guard, the intercept. But I think moving away from these Mirren opponents in the first place is a misplay, so this is probably the better choice. Mirren Harpooner is acting and attacking my Warlord with 2 dice. This is why we moved in here. Good stuff. 2 dice, yeah. But then he rolls 3 dice and gets 5 damage through. Do I have that much armor? Wait, hold on. I have 2 corrodes on. 1. I have 5 armor as base, right? So this was the correct roll. I thought I only had 3. So 2, and then I, of course, counter. For free, slash. That is my counter strike. Then it's my turn. I think we will do the formation here onto the Orc Butcher. Done. At the end of the round, with my mage's action, I would like to move left or west towards the Renewing Spring. Because the only threat on the board right now is me losing my mage. So I'm just going to make moves towards getting towards safety at this point. With Talos coming out, I think I will just flat out win. Next time we can move, put up a wall here. I think. Freeborn is here. So Rick Wold is being targeted by a thing. A force push, yeah. To where? Zone with Kraken, alright. Well, that means again I can move out under my own guard. And have an interceptor on me. Siren is moving over and attacking Mage. Yeah, so he's given up on the armory at that point. With another acid ball. Alright, the acid ball comes after the normal attacks, and that seems a little bit weird. Dealing 0 damage, but 2 corrodes, so now I'm down to 1 armor. We're gonna kill the Kraken. Or not in this action necessarily, but we are gonna start working on it. We have the press the attack being revealed. We move over. That means that the form ranks here needs to be flipped down. And then I will go for the Kraken with 6 dice, and we can reroll the attack for 2 mana. To do that. Would you like to reroll? No. Dealing 5 damage, putting it up to 11 out of 19. We will try to get that veteran marker with Isimbila here, I think. Warlord being targeted, taking 5 damage. Grapple and snatch, okay. So he's being pulled out onto the Sir Brickwold. And if I kill the Kraken, then I can move left this turn with even better, I think. So then Elven Soldier moves over. And choose Kraken. 4 dice. We would like to re-roll that. Yeah. Oh, that's another good roll with the re-roll there. So he's stealing what? 7 minus 1 armor, so 6 going in, putting it up to 18 out of 19. Damn. And that means Isambila will almost certainly get it with the reroll. And get a veteran's token. So I think that would be the first time in my life that I have 3 veterans token in a game. It might even be the first time I get 2, but that seems unreasonable. Probably this is the first time I get 3 though. And so Rigwald failed to do his defense, and he gets damaged, and he gets snatched. Oh, he didn't get damaged. Oh, so he can regard because of the 0 damage dealt. He still gets snatched though, of course. Alright, so then Isambila attacks the Kraken. 5 dice with a reroll and piercing 2, so 0 armor, and we don't need to reroll that. We get another veteran's token. Good stuff. Now, is he done with all his actions? Yes, so I can just go. I'm not sure if we're shooting. Yeah, we're shooting at the Marin Harpooner here. Two. Elven Soldier double moves up here. Torgo up here. Royal Armorer up here. It's a mana. Armor on Gurmash. I will use my Hurl Rock just to throw a rock in his face so that he might be dazed in the first quick cast action next turn. Next round. Three damage, but no daze. Okay. And we might just focus Siren next turn, but of course I'm moving left here, and I don't think we're doing hidden tunnels. It doesn't have a whole lot of benefit in this game. I also can't afford it, so I guess I'm guarding. Really matters. And then have I activated all my stuff? I believe I have. That would be the end of the round. And in the deployment phase, Talos has hit the field, of course, and we are prepping double Wall of Earth this turn, just to be really, really annoying and escape. Put out an Elven Soldier just so we are not overspending on mana. Not that I think I could have afforded an Orc Butcher, but yeah, this is fine. And I didn't really want to do the math. First quick cast phase is his, and unfortunately we don't have a daze on him, so let's see if he does something here. Otherwise we're going to wall there. He didn't do anything, so then we wall. There. Done, or the first quick cast phase. And then I can move and wall again if I really need it, but I'm not sure we should. He might concede at some point here. I'm not sure if Elithis is one of the types that will concede or play out the game. Either one is fine. At this point, I think victory is slipping from him if it was ever within reach. I think it was within reach at some point, and maybe multiple points, especially if he had rolled well. He's yeah. You sure? Just checking. Because sometimes people are just talk about the GG and he still wants to play another round. Who knows? But I think it's right. He can't come back from this, surely. I mean, I'm gonna kill his mage this turn, probably, right? Or the next one. Tried and all in, but damage is too slow. And now this wall, I lose at least 2 extra creatures and lower some damage on my mate. I just need to buy time. GG, sir. Or HH? No, let's try with GG. You wanna talk in voice? I could join in. He's in the Discord. Maybe we can get some closing statements from him. All right, and at the end of the game here, I did have a little chat with Elithis, but I wasn't really sure if he wanted to be on the recording anyway. So we talked and agreed on a lot of things. Most of the things that I had already said out loud. Like he really enjoys the new Siren stuff, sitting in a Shadow Sea, giving extra channeling, and I think we agreed that it shouldn't be taken away from her either, because if without it, she's just basically unplayable. We were chuckling a little bit about how people were even able to play her when she only had the 9 channeling. She now effectively has 2 extra channeling from the community fix. And she's still probably only barely viable, right? Which is kind of silly to think about. Then he showed me he had a Shibiran Leviathan in the book and a Whirlpool here, so some more stuff coming out. He had the Stormfront Elemental and the Leviathan in the hand in the same turn, where he cast the Stormfront, and we were talking about whether or not it would have been better with the Leviathan, because the Stormfront didn't do much. And so I will say that it made me think about how to approach him in a much different way. But maybe, and again, the Sir Rickwold kind of carried the game for me, for sure. Like, he definitely, it's tough to say whether or not he won me the game, but he did make Elithis spend and waste so many actions that could otherwise have killed creatures, right? So that's another thing. And yeah, I don't think that there's much more to say. This Astral Anchor was the enchantment in here, and so his major game plan for the book is to trap you with the Leviathan and the Kraken in this zone with the Astral Anchor, so you can't teleport out, and then you can pull in with the Harpooner and the Kraken. So that's his game plan. That's what this is for. That's really cool. I really love his book. I think it has some potential, and that he could have won here if stuff had went a little bit different. He was saying that the fortified position play was probably the swing, and I think I agree on that. Not losing the Goblin Slingers to the Tsunami, and I am wondering, should I maybe take another level 2 creature out and get another Slinger, because I am in both games I've played, the Goblin Slingers, because of their range 2, ends up being a huge factor in me winning, and here it's just having 2 of them is enough to apply that pressure where he can't sit at range 2 and just do his own thing and shoot at me. So they are giving me all that value. And that's fine with 2, but if I lose 1, then what, right? So I need to think about maybe I should have a third to back up. I do think that 2 Goblin Alchemists is also like a minimum. But if I ever run this book again, I would probably switch the Orc Warlord for the Dwarf and just try it out and see if I like it more. Maybe switch a few things around. A lot of the creatures that I've chosen is based on the fact that I want Veterans tokens, and Veterans tokens are best if you have many small creatures that are able to collect 1 each. If you have a lot of high-level creatures that already have high armor, then they can't stack multiple Veterans token on 1 creature, right? So you gotta have multiple little ones to spread it out on. But maybe I have too many here. I do feel like I have too many creatures. Could be 2 Elven Soldiers for a Slinger, for example, something like that. I'm at least considering it. And then we also reminisced just a little bit about what could probably beat my book here, or like what would hard counter it. And we are agreeing that it's probably something like an Andromeda Warlord. As long as she brings something that can give World of Earth, otherwise I can just corner myself off with them. But I am thinking about maybe exchanging the Renewing Spring for a Rain Cloud, because this one is zone exclusive, which is a huge deal because I don't have more space for zone exclusives. Every turn I'm sitting here thinking, where can I put my stuff, because there's zone exclusives already everywhere nearby. So having a Rain Cloud that can float around and regenerate for my creatures would be really nice. Or the only thing is that this one can also get rid of like poison conditions, bleeding. Now, bleeding is not so important, but a Rain Cloud can only remove burn and corrode, which is important, but not rot conditions, for example. So I am still not sure. I could have a healing wand then, maybe. Anyway, I really enjoyed this game. I hope you guys did too. So this is where we will cut off and say thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more Mage Wars coming soon. And yeah, see you around everyone. Bye-bye.